Alright y'all, we back again today with another video. Today I'm going to be bringing you the top 5 outsoles as far as Jordan retros go. I know that's a portion of the shoe that we don't see too often. It's basically the bottom of the shoe, but I'm going to rank my top 5 outsoles, and in my opinion, if you're new over here, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button. You guys did a really good job on that Air Jordan 4 Lakers video. I really don't, try to get shoes early too often, but if that's gonna be, the feedback that I get, I will, try to grab them early, moving forward. That was probably one of the best videos that I uploaded to date. Yeah, you guys showed up and you showed out. You hit the like button, you shared it, you showed a lot of support on that video. So, moving forward, I would like to continue that. And they have a release this past weekend, the Air Jordan 13 Chicago's or Cherries, whichever one you prefer. They did release this past weekend. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pick up a pair, but I will pick that shoe up later on down the line. Maybe I may get it, for sale or something, or catch a sale or get it on discount. And I will have that review on the channel as soon as possible. I already own the He Got Games, the playoffs. So, of course, I need to pick up the Chicago's as well. And I think the Air Jordan Flints, they are scheduled to be released later on sometime this year. So, I need, all of them in my collection. I did have the Flints, but I think I sold them a while back. Into ranking the outsoles, I will get 2 honorable mentions. I'll start off with the Air Jordan 13, which we were previously talking about. That outsole with that little green bubble right there and the carbon fiber, that kind of sets it apart as far as the other outsoles go. I know the 11s have carbon fiber underneath the bottom as well, and that would have been my second honorable mention, the Air Jordan 11 as well. Pretty much any shoe that has that carbon fiber underneath the bottom of it kind of differentiates it between the other outsoles. Also that little, what is that, like a air bubble or air unit down there at the bottom, you had that right there. I know this Air Jordan 13 is kind of famously known as far as like a panther, like a black cat, which was Michael Jordan's nickname, and that's kind of where they get the outsole from. It's kind of like a panther's paw down at the bottom of it. So my first honorable mention, Air Jordan 13, and my second honorable mention, the Air Jordan 11. List off, we're gonna go with the Air Jordan 12. This outsole is another one with the carbon fiber down there at the bottom, in between the little lines right there, right in the middle of it. You have a little bit of the carbon fiber down there. I really think what kind of sets this outsole apart from the others is the yellow tab right there and the jump man up here at the toe box up here that kind of comes up to the front of the shoe as well. That's kind of cool, like the bottom of the outsole is coming up from the top of the shoe. But yeah, this is another one that has that little carbon fiber hits. Pretty much any shoe that has that carbon fiber on the bottom of the outsole, and then in different colors as well, yeah, it's gonna look different. I know, once again, bottom of the shoe, not a portion of the shoe that you see often, but when you do see it, next one I'm gonna go to is one that doesn't include carbon fiber. It is the Air Jordan 8. These are the aquas from 2025, last year. And taking it to the bottom of the shoe, you got that 90s style pattern in the middle of the shoe and a true red jump man up here. I really think that this outsole, kind of is different compared to all the rest of them, especially like the 3s and the 4s and the 1s. Those are kind of, like plain Jane outsoles. What you get is what you get. But when it came to this is a little bit different. It has like I said, the 90s style print in the middle of the shoe, and just all different colors going throughout out the bottom of the outsole. And you know, hats off to, you know, Tinker Hatfield for, you know, a very creative design when it came to the Air Jordan 8s. So, and this, you know, isn't the best one. I would say the playoffs is the best one. That outsole has a lot of different colors on the bottom of it as well. Once again, you know, I'm bringing up that shoe as well, and that's another shoe that I kind of got rid of, and I don't really know why. Still on the hunt, trying to get those back and, you know, complete the set. But yeah, my next one, Air Jordan 8. The next one up, you know, another underappreciated silhouette. I'm gonna go with the Air Jordan 6. These are the Carmines from 2021. That outsole, you know, you got the red Jumpman in the middle, and then the clear icy white outsole back up here around the heel and up kind of up here around the toe as well. Yeah, the only thing about the, you know, the 6s, if they have that icy outsole down there at the bottom, they do tend to, you know, yellow over time or, you know, get dirty really quickly, depending on how often you wear the shoe. You know, I think sixes when it comes to the design of the bottom of the outsole with that clear icy outsole down here and then coming up to like the midsole as well. You can see it on a portion of it on the midsole and back here around the air unit as well. Yeah, that's pretty cool and very unique compared to, you know, all the rest of the other silhouettes. But this is the Air Jordan 6, and this is the next two. This next shoe or next silhouette has had some exciting and, you know, recent news surrounding it. I do need to get on here and do a little bit more discussion about this silhouette because this is my second favorite silhouette behind the Air Jordan 4s. This is the Air Jordan 7, and this is the Cardinal colorway, and I chose this outsole because, you know, it has a lot of different things going on with it. It's a very simple outsole, you know, compared to some of the others. Just a, you know, a black bottom, kind of like a gold Jumpman back there at the back, and these triangle things all over the bottom portion of the outsole. Yes, this is a very simple but plain outsole, but, you know, depending on the colorway, you know, it could be really cool looking. I think the hairs, I have those too. I didn't want to pull those out, but yeah, those have a lot of different colors down there on the bottom as well, and really good outsole. One thing I will say about the Air Jordan 7, over time, this outsole, it does lose traction really fast, even if you're not wearing it. I know a lot of sneakers and shoes do that, depending on, you know, how far they get up in age, but it seemed like Air Jordan 7s, they do lose, you know, a lot of traction up here around the toe box and around the heel as well. At least some of the older 7s do. This is a recent 7 that came out in 2022, so I don't think we can even call this, you know, recent. You know, that's just how rare we get 7s, but this is another outsole that, you know, I had to include on the list. So coming in at number 2, you have the Air Jordan 7. Last one. And please, you know, disregard the bottom of the shoe. If I show it and it, you know, has dirt or, you know, some kind of rocks or something, you know, caked up underneath the bottom, that only just means that I wear my shoes and I don't, you know, keep them in boxes. You know, I'm not gonna, you know, scrub them off and clean them, you know, just for the sake of, you know, uploading a video. But if you do happen to see, you know, dirt or something, you know, up underneath the bottom of the shoe, it just only means that I wear my shoes, and that, you know, everybody should do that. But coming in at number 1, this is no surprise. I've said this, you know, a number of times on this channel. Number 1 outsole for Air Jordan retros would be the Air Jordan 10, and I said it. I've included this sneaker on so many of my videos. Um, not just this one specific, just to show the outsole with all the accolades listed underneath the bottom of the outsole right there. This is the Orlando colorway. We are supposed to be getting the Sacramento 10s later on this year. I think sometime in December. So we have a long way to go for those, but I am really excited for those. I know one that I still need to go back and grab is the Steel 10s. I missed out on that shoe last year. I do need to go back and pick that up to kind of complete some of the original colorways in the Air Jordan 10s. But yeah, this is the Orlando 10s, and it does have the accolades listed on the bottom of it. This is a really good outsole, very creative. You can tell that they really put some thought into it, because I think up here at the top it says 94 and beyond, 94 being the year that he retired. So when they put that beyond there, I kind of think that they knew that he was going to come back eventually. So really good outsole, and #1 outsole on Air Jordan Retros. And like I always tell you guys, all work is easy work when you're doing what you love to do. Y'all stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all next time.